I call the meeting to order. Please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, welcome. Sorry for the delay. Some busy schedules this summer, so we do have board member Saren Betts on the phone with us, and then Mark and I are obviously here in person. So nobody wishing to address the board on any of our agenda or non-agenda items. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting held on July 10th, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. That passes. And can I get a motion to approve the agenda for today?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That passes as well. Approval of consent agenda A through D. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And those pass. That passes and is approved as well. And we have our reports of the president. So we're going to start with career services and a Build Dakota report.
Good afternoon. President Ryder and members of the Sioux Falls School Board, thank you for letting me be here today to visit with you about what we've accomplished at Southeast Tech this year in career services and Build Dakota. First off, I want to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Kelly Rogotsky. I joined the Southeast Tech team last June, so June of 2022. I did my undergrad at Augustana, and then I went on to SDSU and did my Master's of Education. Prior to coming to Southeast Tech, I worked at Junior Achievement for 8.5 years. I primarily focused on their K through 8th grade programming for Sioux Falls and Harrisburg, and also did an emphasis of launching their JA Inspire program. Before my time at JA, I did some higher education work. I worked at Globe University, and I did admissions, retention, recruitment, community engagement, and events. And then I spent 3 years being a freshman hall director at Sam Houston State University and Augustana University. So that was a different change now coming to Southeast Tech, but it's been a good one. So I want to talk to you today about some different services that we provide in career services. These are for both current students and alumni, which is a really great opportunity for students who have graduated and are looking to come back and maybe make that next career change or move up the ladder. They're able to come in and visit with me and talk about how can I update my resume? Can you refresh my cover letter? I can do mock interviews with them. We talk about Career Connections, which is an online platform for both the employers to post jobs that are available and for our current student and alumni to search those jobs. We also host industry-specific career fairs. These career fairs play a crucial role in helping to make sure that our students have a high job placement rate. Last year, for the 22-23 school year, we had 9 specific industry career fairs. There was 210 employers that attended, and there was approximately 850 students that attended those career fairs. For this upcoming school year, we're going to have 11 career fairs, and we already have over 100 employers that are registered and ready to go. Along with career services comes our graduation outcome report. This is based off of NACE, the National Association of College and Employers. Last year, we obtained 80% of our college graduates' employment information. The knowledge rate for NACE is 65%. We are excited to report that we have a 99% job placement rate. So students who come to Southeast Tech have a really great chance of getting a job in their field and something they love when they graduate. 36 of our programs had a 100% job placement rate, and 91% of those students chose to stay in South Dakota. So we're continuing to build our workforce. You'll see that the median salary was $43,930, and the mean wage was $45,781, which are positive numbers to report to students when they're coming in to visit with me. One of the most exciting parts of my position is getting to work with Build Dakota. This year we had the best year we've had so far with Build Dakota. We had 499 applications compared to cohort 8. There were 378. We were able to award 154 scholarships, full ride Build Dakota scholarships, and for the first time ever, they all had an industry partner. This allowed us to expand our dollars and be able to give more scholarships to students. In comparison to the year before, we had 138 scholarships with 105 industry sponsors. Now we have 52 industry sponsors, and 30 of those 52 this year were brand new. So Build Dakota has been a legacy that's continuing to grow, and now that we're into cohort 9, we'll be ready to launch cohort 10 and start recruiting different businesses this upcoming school year. You'll see a breakdown for different states represented in the age brackets and ethnicity. These are great for us to track from year to year. We also have the breakdown for cohort 9 and the different programs that we offer. You're going to see that we have a lot of students that come into healthcare. We had a huge increase of students this year who applied for the Build Dakota Scholarship with 207, and we also had several new sponsors in the healthcare industry. Another big one to point out is horticulture was brand new for this upcoming school year. It was a new Build Dakota program, and we were able to secure 4 sponsors to be industry partners with us. Here's a list of all of our sponsors. For Build Dakota, you're going to notice anything from small mom and pop shops from across the state to larger corporations that we have. On June 2nd, we got to host a party and invite all of our students who are receiving the Build Dakota Scholarship to come to our signing day. We were also fortunate to have some great keynote speakers like Governor Noem and Dana Dykhouse, who is the chair of the Build Dakota Board. On this day, students got a chance to sign their contracts, be celebrated, and recognize how important the scholarship is. That is my report for you. Are there any questions that I can answer?
I'd say the numbers are impressive,
Thank you.
really impressive. And I think you guys are doing some great things.
Thank you.
And I like it how excited you are about your
I love to see, obviously, that it's growing, and I think it's amazing the number of partnerships that have happened in the last year, especially, but even in the past couple of years. And I think that just helps to go or to grow the number of people that can be impacted. And it's interesting to talk to people who are have students who are going to be graduating, and like if I mention it to them, some people still don't know about it. And so you think we're on cohort 9. I know you guys do a heck of a job trying to like get it out there, but it's such an awesome opportunity for students to be able to have that and graduate with a very specific skill set and career, and a good career, and then have a job and not have the student loans to go along with it, which is a lot of times a huge barrier to students. So I'm so excited by the growth of it and the number of people that we're impacting. And so keep up the good work. I love that we're adding programs too, because I think the more you can diversify that, the more in the variety of students that you're going to attract. So horticulture starting off with 4 this year is awesome. And we'll probably just continue to grow. So
Absolutely.
Great job. Thank you for the report.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Yep. Can I get a motion and a second to acknowledge the Career Services and Build Dakota report update?
So moved.
Second.
All right. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, same sign. All right. Next, we have the HLC update report.
Good afternoon, President Ryder, members of the board. Thank you again, as Kelly said, for the opportunity. Lots of good news today. That's outstanding. 99% placement rate. A lot of firsts this year with Build Dakota. Highest number of applications ever. First time we've had full employer sponsor, every student having an industry sponsor. And that's been a goal since we started the program, 9 years ago now. So very excited to have the support of our many industry partners, but great job by enrollment management, by Kelly, by our academic team. It's really outstanding. We just had a Build Dakota meeting yesterday, and the Build Dakota board was very complimentary of Southeast Tech and all the technical colleges for the growth in that program. So that's nice to see. Another very exciting development that I wanted to share, and I think the first time we can really talk about it formally in the public, is the completion of our comprehensive reaccreditation process with the Higher Learning Commission. And as you know, we have been working on this for nearly 3 years now in terms of the preparation for not only the assurance argument, but the comprehensive visit. We joined the HLC Assessment Academy over 3 years ago in an effort to better prepare the campus for this comprehensive visit. And the great news there is that, and I think I've mentioned it before, but we had our review in April 17th and 18th. We had 5 evaluators come out from different parts of the country. And in the exit interview, I remember one of the comments, the team chair thanking our participants on the campus, all of our students. They said the hospitality, number one, was outstanding. So they thanked the team for that. And I want to thank the campus for that. Dr. Benjamin Valdez spearheaded the effort in terms of the assurance argument. That's a huge, huge task to put together that assurance argument. There are 5 criteria that you are evaluated on. There are, within those 5 main criteria, there are 18 core components you need to complete, and I believe it's 68 subcomponents. And so the great news is that after filing our assurance argument and after 2 days of a comprehensive visit, the evaluation team came back and voted for formal approval of reaffirmation of accreditation for another 10 years, which is what we were expecting, but also that there were no findings, no future reports or monitoring reports that we have to provide. So as we go through here, it doesn't look like much here, but in terms of the evaluation report, that is outstanding. And you see that we have a MET, you could have been, our institutions often are found to have some follow-up that's needed. So you might have a MET with concerns. If it's worse than that, it's a not met. And then if you have not met within the core components, that means you are not approved through that different, the criteria, the main criterion. So it's kind of a cascading effect. And it was outstanding to have no findings other than every one of those core components, the subcomponents were found to have been met. So great, great visit. And again, it doesn't look like much here, but this was the final part of the evaluation report, and you all should have copies of that now. It was a draft report from the evaluation team. On July 18th, we were informed by the Higher Learning Commission that it is now official. So that's great news. All of the criteria were met. No sanctions or monitoring reports. We're eligible to choose our own particular pathway going forward. There's the open pathway and the standard pathway. The open pathway is what we have been on previously and have elected to continue with. So that means the next visit will be in 2032 or 2033. So you get 10 years of continuing accreditation. And the federal compliance, which is no small piece either, all of the components within the federal compliance were also met. So some of the, I wanted to just note a couple of the positive comments, and if you go through rather lengthy evaluation report over 56 pages, but the evaluation team noted the strong connection with area business and industry and the strong internal and external stakeholder involvement that we had with the development of the new strategic plan. They also complimented Southeast on the professional development for both faculty and for staff. The onboarding that is being done was recognized. Buildings and grounds are impressive, and that's nice to hear that from peers at other campuses. Again, strong and frequent engagement with the community through ongoing service projects. They talked about that quite a bit in the report. Great job by Student Support Services, again, in terms of our student success, our SSAs, supporting students along with faculty and staff in other areas of the campus. The use of Navigate was noted in terms of that software that's helping to streamline and us respond to student needs more quickly. And then also a great notes in the comments about the work of Marcella Prokop and the Office of Access and Workforce Opportunity, bringing in more underrepresented students to campus and working with those students to make certain they have access to resources there that are needed as well. So the HLC Assessment Academy was also noted, the good work that's going on there, and that Watermark, which was just recently adopted a couple of years ago now in terms of expanded use of Watermark, and they were very impressed with that also. There were some recommendations for improvement, a few scattered throughout the report, the evaluation report. And that was to continue to provide training related to multicultural society. They wanted us to increase, or encouraged us, I should say, to increase the diversity of faculty, staff, and student body to be more reflective of the region. And then also to set more specific completion retention goals. They said, you guys have done a great job in terms of your completion and retention rates, but it's nice to set some goals as markers to achieve in terms of going forward. And they also encouraged us to expand and continue our use of Watermark. So all in all, again, just an outstanding report and evaluation. And like I said, it was a very much a comprehensive campus-wide effort with the different criterion teams that were involved. And even after the writing teams, I mean, we had evidence teams that were going out, finding supporting evidence, and then linking that evidence to actually the assurance document. Over 500 pieces of supporting evidence were attached to our assurance argument, and that just lends weight, authenticity, and I think, credibility to the report as well. And then finally, our editing, we had an editing team that did a great job spending many, many hours in terms of, you have a 35,000 word limit on the report, so you have to stay within that. And I never thought we would get close, and I think our first draft we were at 38,000 or something, so we were well over, but we're able to condense that. And again, just a great job by the entire campus. So I want to thank everybody for that. Next week we have our startup, our campus kickoff on Thursday, August 10th. And so we're going to recognize again and thank everybody, and we'll be able to talk about this for the first time officially, that now that the Institutional Actions Council has moved and accepted the report of the evaluation team. So that is it. That is the update on our HLC reaccreditation process.
Can you scroll back to your very first slide that had kind of all the categories? I just want to point out that, when we think about educational, this one please, yeah. You think about sending your student or as an adult going to an institution, and obviously you're going there to get an education. That's kind of an expectation. And so you would hope that we would do well on the teaching piece of it. But when you look at the depth of other things that are looked at, from ethical conduct to quality, the teaching and learning, the evaluation improvement resources, all of those things play such a huge impact into the experience that the students have, but also the experience that the staff members and all the employees, all the instructors, everybody has. And so when you look at like you said, the real depth of this review and where all it looked to see what we could do better, it is a huge accomplishment to think that those all say met. It's not that we're just educating students, we're giving them an environment that they can thrive in, we're giving them opportunities for things outside of the classroom. And so I just think it's a really huge testament to the work that's being done out there by the collective group that's out there, from admin to even custodians and people who work in food service, and all of that are really contributing to environment of the school itself and maintaining our buildings, that we're complimented on how well, the great equipment that we have and the great facilities. That doesn't just happen. That's a team effort. So kudos to everybody who not just helped to write the report, but also lives the report every day. Because I think you can put a lot of things on paper, but if it doesn't actually translate to what's going on in the environment, it's not as meaningful. So great work to everybody.
That's very much a comprehensive evaluation, and I personally am glad that it's
Done.
every 10 years and that we're done with it. So great outcome there. Thank you to the board too for your help and support. You were involved in Criterion 5 and institutional effectiveness, resource, and planning. So I know in terms of our various boards, our foundation, just a number of areas, I think we did a great job, and our community members and students did a great job representing Southeast Tech, and I think that carries so much weight with those evaluators. That's who they want to hear from. They want to hear from the students. They want to hear from community members, from faculty and staff. And so, again, appreciate the support, and we will continue to move forward. We have a new strategic plan that we need to move forward with, and that'll be the focus for this coming year and the next couple of years. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. Can I get a motion and a second to approve the HLC update report?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Anything else to come before us?
No, other than we'd welcome you to come out to campus if you're available to do so on August 10th at 8 a.m. We have our kickoff, and so I'll do a short welcome. We have Nick Wendell is the executive director of the State Board of Technical Education. So he's going to join us in the morning and provide an overview of the priorities of the State Tech Board for the coming year, and we thought that might be a great way to also orient the faculty and staff to the State Tech Board and some of their expectations, going forward. So,
Awesome.
no, thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second that. Kate had a meeting at 4:30, so just dropped off. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Our meeting is adjourned.
Way to go.
Yay.